Welcome back, fellow Mooncats. Welcome, new and returning viewers. And this is just another reading for the month of May. And randomly, I have selected to do the unicorn theme. And so we're going to hear from the unicorn spirits and see what messages come through for today. I'll start with the oracle cards and then we'll go into the tarot. Alright, so we start with the shuffling of the cards. Anyone who does not wish to watch this part, you can use the timestamps in the video to skip ahead. For those who enjoy seeing it, use this time as a meditative time to get comfortable, clear your thoughts, and prepare to receive the reading. The first card is innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. It's time to reconnect to that inner child. Time to spend some time letting go of the stresses of the everyday life and just letting yourself enjoy a moment, a day, something that you used to like to do as a kid. Making a flower wreath comes to mind. So maybe there's someone out there who used to do that. To go out in the wild, pick the flowers, and come home and make the wreath. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be whatever calls to you and calls to your inner child. An expression that's both play and wonder and joy and just pure fun for the sake of fun. The second card is Sanctuary. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on a retreat. So this advice is being powerfully reinforced. It's telling you to get out there. It's telling you to get out to nature and do this in a way that allows you to connect with yourself. Do this in a way where you're not concerned about others at the moment, not concerned about the world at the moment, but able to abandon all of that and take time for yourself. Take a moment for yourself. It seems that at this time your energy needs a recharge. And not just your energy, but also your sense of self. And that's what getting back to that inner child is about, is having that innate sense of self and being able to reunite with it. And so this moment is calling you to do that. Okay, it's time to shuffle the tarot, and again, if this is a part you don't prefer to see, you can use the timestamp to skip ahead. Okay, so we have a full layout for this reading. And as I'm shuffling and drawing cards and seeing this unfold, and I'm realizing that thinking about the energy of unicorns and what that is and what that means, and it's so much purity. There is such sensitivity and purity and nurture in unicorn energy. And I'm looking at this and seeing a reason why I was drawn to the unicorns today, and that is because of the core message here, which came out in the oracle, which is that there is a need to nurture and to heal the inner child. And so we'll get more into that going through the reading. There are two cards that give us the theme of this reading today, and that's the Hermit and the Nine of Coins. The Hermit is about a retreat, just like we were talking about in the oracle cards, getting away from the stresses, getting away from the world itself, retreating to return to oneself. This Nine of Coins is about complete independence, being within. And though it is the Nine of Coins, I believe what we're doing here is reconnecting to our inner wealth, the inner richness of your pure soul. And this feels like a return to completeness, like there may have been a break, or even where a part of the soul may have left after trauma. And so, just as in the oracle cards, here the theme is turning within to isolate from the world, from the stress, from the things that call your attention, tuning within to rediscover the purity of your soul and your soul in its pure form. So now we have a powerful reinforcement of our theme here, which is this call, this need to get back to the innocent self, the pure self, the whole self before the trauma. Alright, Strength was not the next card sequentially, but it's falling on the grid as an outlier, and I want to bring it here because I believe it is the influence of this card over all the others that is why it fell to the side on its own. This is the card of Strength. If you know the story of the last unicorn, which is where this deck comes from, then you know that she faced a demon that of great power that had destroyed almost every unicorn, but if we're using that as a metaphor, it would be almost your entire self. And that this demon, she fought it back to where it came from. And it took great strength and power and belief in oneself to do it. So she is this soft, gentle creature, and yet in the moment of battle became fierce. And she won the freedom after this demon was driven back. So what we're talking about right now is fighting inner demons. We have the inner child that needs to be strengthened and healed in order to do this battle. Another thing that I'm seeing reoccur throughout this reading is the presence of spirit guides and helpers. I see 3 spirit guides and helpers of powerful nature that are standing by you. And so we have the first of them is this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords represents Archangel Michael as far as spirit guides go. And this is him being present with you. And Archangel Michael is associated with dragons, and you can see his dragon there with him, both ready for the fight, ready to help you in the battle, ready to protect you. The other two guides that are present in this reading are both very powerful connections with nature. And so I do believe that getting back in touch with nature is going to be a very important part of this healing process. So the first of these helpers comes out as the King of Coins. Here we have the King of Coins representing Archangel Raphael. Raphael is an angel of healing power, as well as an angel of nature. But I see this spirit guide as well is prepared for battle with his bow and arrows, ready to go, ready to help you on this way. You have powerful helpers and protectors on this journey, and Raphael is the greatest healer among them. The third helper on this layout is the Knight of Coins, representing the Archangel Uriel. And Uriel is also connected with nature, and he's a bringer of peace. Another one that has an element of healing and an element of nature to connect with. And yet another one who is prepared for battle. And we see him here with his staff, ready to join the fight. And so all of this is to say that you have heaven on your side. You have helpers on your side. You can take great courage to face whatever darkness is within, or whatever pain there is to face from the trauma that has caused you to break. Okay. So I know this is a bit unusual how I'm unfolding the reading, because it's not really going in like a left to right order, but that's not the way this one is relating. Because what we have here is not only your internal strength, but that surrounding by the spirit guides, and then the rest to unfold. And there is much here to unpack, because we have you here. And whether you're masculine or feminine, we have the Queen of Coins. This is a powerful Mother Earth energy, and it is who you are at your core, as this powerful angel of earth is who you are. You are an earth angel. The Queen of Coins has a powerful heart and a powerful ability to nurture. And that is who you are at your core. And if you feel far away from that, or far removed from that, then that tells you that there is work to do, that part of you may have broken and flown away, the way that a soul can respond to trauma. So I keep speaking of the trauma because I see it right here in the center, and I see it in two cards in the center, and that would be these here. We Because we have the Ten of Swords fall on top. Underneath is the Tower. And if you're familiar with the Ten of Swords, what we're talking about is a very deep betrayal. This didn't just hurt you in your heart, it hurt you in your soul. It went very deep. And it severed you from your connection to spirit, because I see the swords. Look at how they're grouped here around the fading moon. If you can see that moon at the top. And the pain became a block. The pain became a block that separated you from spirit. And without that connection to spirit, you had to experience separation, that the most painful experience that we have on earth is that separation from spirit. And going through life in this stark, dreary, and painful way. And it's having to carry on while wounded. And we have the Tower representing the break, the falling apart of the structures that had existed before. And it may be very well that this change has permanent aspects, because we also have the Death card here. And these three cards are speaking of the trauma that took place, because this breaking of the Tower is permanent. The Tower doesn't rebuild. There was a structure within you, a structure of belief perhaps, or a certain outlook on the world, a world view that broke apart. It crumbled. And that is an extremely painful experience, but at the same time, and sometimes, a very necessary experience, because what it does is allow you to see the truth of the situation. Sometimes we hold on to, in the beginning, as we step into the world, we have these idealistic notions of how we behave, that we then expect from others, but others can not have that same perspective. And so your belief in the essential core goodness of others is very well what crumbled and fell apart. And yet it's okay that it did, because a permanent change was needed, which is to be able to see the truth of who people are, not just an illusion that they might present, or even an illusion that you want to believe. It's been a terrible and difficult experience. But what you need to know is here in this card, which is that you're moving on. You're moving on from this pain. You're moving on from this trauma. And you are going to find yourself in calmer waters. And so this means that you're going to find yourself at peace. As within, so without. As above, so below. The card represents being at peace within. But as we heal that tumultuous energy of pain within, we experience life from a different perspective. We experience the possibility of having a calm and steady life, which may be something you've never yet had. Hold on to your strength. You have support in this, because this is where you're going, to the place where you can feel calm and steady all the time. the Wheel of Fortune is here. And so the Wheel of Fortune is explaining that everything that you've been through has been fated. And it's been fated in order to carry you forward. You yourself, fundamentally, in your core, needed to have this experience for several reasons. One is to be able to understand other people's pain as they go through experiences like this. And the other is because you needed to become the person that you are becoming now because of these changes in order to fulfill the role that is destined for you. These experiences are shaping you into who you need to be to fulfill that destiny. And the wheel tells you that your destiny is unfolding right here, right now, in front of you. And it is most beautiful that the card that has fallen underneath that wheel, the card that is following this opening up of the destiny, the road you're destined to take, is here. It's the Lover's card. And this may mean the meeting the person who's to be your significant life partner. One where the love is real and true and reliable. It could also mean, for those who are not romantically inclined, that union of feminine and masculine within yourself. And it means a powerful presentation of harmony. Harmony in your energy field, harmony within your emotions, harmony in your mind. And most powerfully, what brings that harmony is right here. It's love. If this is a letter you're writing to yourself, or if this is a letter you're writing to that partner who you will meet. And soon this fate will be unfolding, and you'll know, and you'll feel it. And I believe that concludes the message that the unicorns wanted to bring forth today. And I just keep hearing the moon, the moon, the moon, like that's repeating in my mind. And I think what we need to do here is reconnect with the moon as well. And if there's an opportunity to just get outside at night when the moon is high and just take some time to gaze upon it, take some time to be in moonlight. If you can do that safely where you are, then do. Even if you have to watch from a window, just take a moment to have that connection. The moon connection is very much the inner psyche and all the feminine aspects that we've been speaking of throughout the reading. And so moon energy is going to be important. If you use crystals, I would pick up moonstone or quartz to help you connect to this high frequency energy. And that does conclude the unicorn reading for the week, with a reminder to reconnect with who you are and heal that inner child within. If you're enjoying the readings, please subscribe to the channel, and there will be more. If you like this one in particular, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have anything to say, please share your thoughts in the comments. Would like to know if this is resonating with you out there. But most of all, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in another reading.